wee lizard. And I look at the dog, I remember this, I was talking to the dog, like as we do to our animals, hopefully you guys do, it's not just me. And I'm like, oh yeah, woos, it's just a wee lizard. And all of a sudden it kind of leaps out and goes back in. I'm like, all right, it's an angry lizard.
Oh hi, that clip you just saw is from Calum Lichen, who's this professional storyteller who you might not have been able to tell, but is actually from Scotland. I've gotten to know Calum a little bit over the last few months after having opened up Media Lab and doing a lot more networking events. And just this past Saturday, he and I collaborated on a storytelling event that happened here where he was able to tell myths and legends from all around the globe. And it really got me to thinking, I mean, he is really good at weaving a tale.
He used skirmish guerrilla tactics. He drew out the lines of the soldiers, pulling them away from their camps and their food supplies, and then would attack and disappear.
And I loved storytelling when I was a kid. I was head over heels with this TV show called Teddy Ruxpin that I don't know how many people actually remember anymore, but all it was this giant adventure story that unfolded over multiple episodes. I also, and this is no word of a lie, probably watched The Princess Bride about 172 times between the ages of 3 and 5. But besides television and movies, there was also the Grimm's fairy tales, the King Arthur stories, and really anything that involved dragons and knights and sorcery, I needed in my life. And then this other TV show came out when I was quite young called Jim Henson's The Storyteller. And in this show, it was a mixture of live action and Muppets, but they were retelling Greek myths, fairy tales, and stories from around the world. I loved this show, and for many, many years, people didn't seem to know what I was talking about. I'm pretty sure this only lasted 7 or 8 episodes before it was canceled, so it wasn't something that was this hugely popular thing, but I loved it. And then I happened to be in this used bookstore once, and there on the shelf was this hardcover book called Jim Henson's The Storyteller, and it took all the scripts that they had used for the TV show, but actually written out the fairy tales and the tall tales and the myths into one volume. And it's still one of my prized possessions, which I would show you if I was at my home. All of these influences work together, and I really wanted to be an author when I was growing up, and who's to say that won't actually happen at some point, but it's the ability to tell stories to other people, I think, that allows us to really understand each other. It's utilizing the stories of our lives to find that common ground that really gives empathy and allows us to understand the other person complexly instead of only thinking them as this foreign thing. That's of course me being my pretentious English majory self, but I'm curious to know what stories you loved when you were a kid. What TV shows were you obsessed with? What movies did you watch over and over again? What books did you make your parents read to you every single night? Let me know down in the comments below. This was a very quick video I made today. I've been so incredibly busy with work and other video projects that I'm working on, so something had to go up here on Monday, and this was it. But I had a lot of fun talking about stories. Look forward to Thursday, where I'm taking a little bit more time comparing a book and a film adaptation. My name is Kyle. Thank you so much for watching. I do upload videos every Monday and Thursday. If you want to help support this, you can tell somebody about my channel, and you can also go over to my Patreon page, where for as little as $1 a month, you can help support and make even better things possible. Yes, you can end forest fires.
The Picts had appeared. And the Romans look at the Picts, and they look at each other. They look at the Picts, and they look at each other. They look at the Picts, and they look at each other. And then the Romans, pretty much without saying a word, kind of go, you know what, we've done enough, let's go home.